Hello friends, welcome to the Star News channel. In this video I would like to send you the following content. My fiance went through my phone while I was asleep, stories Reddit. I, 22F, woke up to my fiance, 23F, asking me why I wanted to move out. 3CJP. I had texted a few people through Messenger but none have gotten back to me, and it is still just a thought that I'm trying to decide which I was going to tell her, but until the weekend since we both have busy schedules. We barely talk, let alone eat together throughout the week. Saturdays are the only days that we actually spend time and talk. Context: we currently live with her parents because she's a full-time student and with the pay I receive it's not enough for both of us. We were living alone together, but after 6 months she got accepted to her school and we had no option but to move in with my in-laws, which I'm very grateful, but I miss having my space, and although my in-laws are so sweet and supportive I'd still prefer my space. We've been living here for 6 months and I'm losing it. We're living in her old room and you can imagine how hard it is to fit all my shit inside. I don't know what to do at this point. I plan on talking to her once she gets home, but I didn't want it to go down like that. My wife and I don't go through each other's phone, but we have no issue if one of us needs to use the others for something. The key for this conversation is to keep the temperature low, don't let it turn into a fight. Could start with, I appreciate what your parents have done but I fell, insert feelings. Then y'all might be able to make a plan to change it. That could be as simple as getting a hotel room for a night every couple of weekends or a timeline for y'all moving. As far as the phone goes, I would address it. You need to set a boundary there, but address any concerns or insecurities she has too. I was in a similar situation years ago. You have to have a plan for moving out. Some sort of timeline. It is awesome that her parents are so great. My former in-laws were such assholes to me, and I bent over backwards to be respectful, but it was impossible to do as they, her mother specifically, would loudly discuss her complaints about me. It would be one thing if there were actual issues to discuss, but she would make up stuff about me, and my ex lamely defended me for 39 seconds but ultimately capitulated. You and your fiancé need to be a team and on the same page. I'd give her the benefit of the doubt and just tell her how uncomfortable you are being there so you can make alternate plans. The other thing is that someone in her position would probably assume the relationship is done at this point and feel abandoned. Going through your phone is pretty extreme too. My asshole ex did that too, but she was definitely being creepy and duplicitous. She also did it while we were living together but in her own place. Maybe your fiancé was motivated by you not communicating. We were older in our situation, but when I was your age, I found articulating such things difficult and, in hindsight, wished I made more of an effort to talk about how certain situations were making me feel, even though I didn't know what I wanted to do except being desperate to not feel that way. Best wishes figuring things out. My ex was his dog shit, so are her parents. That doesn't sound like your fiancé and her parents. I understand you are not happy about her going through your phone. You should have nothing to hide from her. When my, now wife, moved in with me, I said she's welcome to look at my phone. There's nothing I don't want her to see. 8bet. First off, she shouldn't be so insecure that she should go through your phone, but it is such a big topic that it's not such a discussion to have with other people before your significant other in the first place either. That kind of feels like a lack of trust or will to even try on both your ends. I think these kinds of deep discussions are much bigger and should be discussed together first, then seek a second opinion from someone else later. You should always confide in your significant other first before anyone else, your parents or parental figures being the exception obviously. I think that's what she's mainly upset about. Of course she's probably already noticed your discomfort beforehand, but you know she's going to school. You're both still early 20s, barely out of graduating age from college anyways, and you're looking to get married when you should be setting yourselves up first, which is what she's trying to do. You signed up for that. You should embrace her for doing the hard thing by going to college and being with you at the same time. I'm sure she appreciates you being with her regardless of the circumstances and how shitty they are, but that's life, and it's the one you chose. She's working to have a better future for both of you because she cares about that. If you don't want it, then you already know the answer because you're not ready for that kind of commitment yet. Not saying that's what you should do. I'd be confiding in her first before anyone else if you wanna have a healthy relationship, and I'd be trying to make the time to talk to her instead of not even giving her the chance to. Doesn't matter if you don't have time, at least let her know you wanna talk and tell her it matters to you. She'll make time for you. If you continuously make the excuse of having no time and contrarily assuming she wouldn't make the time, then you've already doomed your relationship, and you'll be blaming all the wrong reasons thereafter. Thank you for watching our videos. Subscribe to our channel to get notifications when we post newest videos. Thank you and goodbye!